Once upon a time, in a cozy forest nestled by the side of a gurgling river, there lived an old turtle named Tobias. He was wise, patient, and carried the weight of many years on his shell. Every day, Tobias would bask in the warm sunlight under the shade of a grand old tree, his favorite spot by the riverbank. In this same forest, there was a rabbit named Kiro. Kiro was young, energetic, and always in a hurry. He would zip around the forest, hopping from one adventure to another, never stopping to appreciate the beauty around him. One sunny morning, as Kiro raced through the forest, he stumbled upon Tobias, who was leisurely munching on some juicy clover near the river. Curious, Kiro hopped over and introduced himself. "Hey there, I'm Kiro. What are you doing, munching away so peacefully?" Kiro asked, his nose twitching with excitement. Tobias smiled warmly at the eager rabbit. "Ah, hello, Kiro. I'm simply enjoying the simple pleasures of life, my friend. Care to join me?" Kiro paused for a moment, unused to the idea of slowing down. But something about Tobias's calm demeanor intrigued him, so he decided to stay a while and listen to the old turtle's tales. As the days passed, Kiro visited Tobias more and more often. They would sit by the riverbank, watching the water ripple and listening to the birds chirping in the trees. Tobias shared his wisdom with Kiro, teaching him about patience, kindness, and the joys of giving. One day, while they were enjoying the gentle breeze under the old tree, Kiro noticed a family of birds building a nest nearby. The birds looked tired and hungry, searching for twigs and leaves to build their home. "Hey, Tobias, do you think we could help them?" Kiro asked, his eyes shining with compassion. Tobias nodded, a twinkle in his eye. "Of course, Kiro. Let's gather some twigs and leaves for them." And so, together, Kiro and Tobias collected twigs and leaves, working side by side to help the birds. When they were finished, the birds chirped with delight, grateful for their new home. As they watched the birds settle into their nest, Kiro realized something important. Through his friendship with Tobias, he had learned the true meaning of generosity and giving. "Thank you, Tobias," Kiro said, his heart full of gratitude. "I never knew how much joy there is in helping others." Tobias smiled, his old eyes sparkling with pride. "You're welcome, Kiro. Remember, the greatest gift we can give is the gift of kindness." And from that day on, Kiro became known as the most generous rabbit in the forest, spreading kindness and joy wherever he went. And he always made sure to visit his wise old friend Tobias by the riverbank, where their friendship blossomed under the shade of the grand old tree. As Kiro and Tobias continued their adventures together, they stumbled upon a clearing deep in the forest where a mischievous band of raccoons had set up camp. These raccoons were known troublemakers, always causing mischief and chaos wherever they went. One day, while Kiro and Tobias were enjoying a peaceful picnic by the river, they heard distressed cries coming from the clearing. Curious, they hurried over to investigate and found the raccoons stealing food from a nearby squirrel family. Kiro's ears drooped with sadness as he watched the poor squirrels trying to protect their precious nuts. Tobias, however, remained calm, his wrinkled face deep in thought. "I have an idea," Tobias said, his eyes gleaming with determination. "But we'll need your quick feet, Kiro." With a nod, Kiro agreed, eager to help however he could. Together, they concocted a plan to outsmart the raccoons and protect the forest animals from their mischief. Using Kiro's speed and Tobias's wisdom, they set up a clever trap made of vines and branches. When the raccoons returned for another round of thievery, they found themselves tangled up in the trap, unable to escape. With the raccoons safely captured, Kiro and Tobias returned the stolen food to the grateful squirrel family. The forest animals cheered, grateful for Kiro and Tobias's bravery and quick thinking. As they watched the sunset from the riverbank, Kiro couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. Through their friendship and teamwork, they had not only learned the importance of generosity, but had also protected their home from harm. And so, with the raccoons safely locked away and peace restored to the forest, Kiro and Tobias continued their adventures, knowing that together they could overcome any obstacle that came their way.